I am extremely happy about what I'm doing, and I'm very passionate because I feel very passionate about the work that I do every single day. You know, many people who enter politics, they want to be someone. They want to be a National Assembly person. They want the title. They want to feel special when they walk in. They like the nice big pins that they wear because people recognize them and they feel validated. I never wanted to be someone. I always wanted to do something with the power that I can gain from politics and from my community. And I'm in a very privileged position to do precisely that. So every single day, I'm doing something to empower my community, to give people who never had a voice before in the political process that voice that's so needed to make sure that they have a chance to succeed in this country. Korean Americans, Asian Americans, Chinese Americans, they've been here for decades and decades and decades. Yet, when we turn on the TV, when they go to a certain place, they continue to be looked at as foreigners. There's stereotypes that impact Koreans and Chinese and Asians every single day. I want to change that perception. I want to give them the kind of voice that they need to succeed at whatever they want to do. I don't want the next generation to wake up thinking, oh, I could only become a lawyer or a doctor. They can be a director of a movie. They can be the governor, the president of the United States. They can do whatever they want to do. And I think in order for us to give that kind of passion and dream for the next generation, like I need to do my part in this generation to lay out the work for the next wave of kids. I'm living my dream every single day. I feel very happy, even though some of the work that I do is very stressful. Every day, it's an ethical question that I deal with, a number of ethical questions, and when my actions can determine the moral compass of this community every single day. There's a right thing to do and a wrong thing to do, from very small decision to large decisions. But I love and embrace every single moment of it. I'm very fortunate that I have a family and a wife that's very supportive. I go home, she's very excited to talk about the work that I'm doing. But I also recognize that I don't want to be a politician forever. You know, I made a commitment and a promise to my family that, hey, I'm going to be doing this for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to step away. I want to groom someone who is talented and someone who is even better, who can be better at this than I am. And once I feel like there's a pipeline of young people that can come into public service and politics, I want to get out and give it to other people to continue. That's the only way I think we can have success for our community. And I'm very committed to doing that. And I feel very happy that I'm in a position where I can actually live my dreams. Number one thing I can tell after talking and meeting a lot of Korean students in South Korea is don't be afraid to fail. That's the number one thing. I think the fear of failure, more so in places like South Korea, it suppresses young people's ability to find what they're passionate about. Because they grew up in an environment where they're constantly being told by their parents, their groups, their peers, their churches, that, hey, you have to only do this in life. You have to only go work at Samsung in life, otherwise you're a failure. They hear that all the time growing up, and that's not the way that people can become global leaders. The advice that we should be giving our young people in places like South Korea, find something you feel happy and passionate about and never give up. Find something where you want to be the first one to show up and last one to leave. Then that's the only thing we can ask for our young people. If you want to be a cook, be the first person to show up and last person to leave. Be the CEO of the biggest restaurants in the world. Think big. If you want to be in banking, that's fine. But don't think about just joining Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley or Chase so you could have a business card. No. Become the CEO of Goldman Sachs. Think that big. You know, and don't be a lawyer because you want to go to a party or go to your church and say, oh, I'm a 변호사. Don't be like that. Do something with law. Be a change maker. Rewrite the law. Rewrite the rules to empower people. I mean, and that's the kind of passion that we need from our young Koreans in South Korea. And I see so much potential there after being there and talking to the students. Because many of them, after I give lectures at the schools, they come up to me and sometimes they cry. These are college students. I really want to do what you want to do. I want to feel passionate about everything I do. And they cry. It's like, but my parents, my family, they tell me if I don't do this after I graduate, they're going to disown me. I'm a failure. And I feel so sad when I hear those stories from those young people. But that's not the way that leaders are born in this world. And I hope that we can become a better society, both in Korea and the US in the future.